How's it going, guys? This is Double Wide 6, and today I have a little project here. I'm working in the master closet, and we're going to be putting in maple hardwood floors. And today what I'm going to be talking about is preparing the doorways for hardwood. As you can see, I already removed the carpet and prepped the plywood, and basically what I've done is I've cut the molding here so that when I do my hardwood, it's going to slip and slide right under the molding like that. Today's video, what I'm going to be showing you how to do is get prepared for a hardwood floor. This one, you can see, this is just a sample of wood here. It's lining up to a marble threshold at a bathroom. And the one that I'm going to be showing you in the video today, we have double doors coming in a master suite, and we're going to set up the threshold here, and it has to go from basically it's going to go from carpet to maple hardwood floor. And the board I'm using is actually a piece of Brazilian cherry. What I'm doing is just getting it, I'm test fitting it, getting it to fit, because my wood has not arrived yet. Alright, in order to get this transition here looking good, I'm right at the doorway here. As you can see, carpet is going to remain on this side of the door opening, and the door is going to be right here where the hinge is, and from this point going backwards, that's going to be hardwood floors. So the first step here is going to be to remove some carpet. So as you can see, I've cut away the carpet and also the foam. The leading edge of the carpet, I removed about maybe a ½ inch of foam underneath here, and that would allow it to get stapled down to the plywood a little better. And the wood that I'm using for the threshold, as you can see, I've cut a rabbet out of it. So this goes back about 5/8 of an inch here, and what's going to happen is that rabbet is actually going to overlap and cover up the carpet. This is just a small sample piece, and basically I didn't want a transition strip, which means that the wood would be raised when you go from one room out the doors here and into the hallway. So the next step here is going to be to cut away the wood here, and I'll show you how we're going to do that.
What do you have?
So the tool that I'm going to be using to cut the jamb, this is actually a Chicago Electric multi-purpose oscillating multi-function saw or something like that. I picked this thing up yesterday, Harbor Freight. It was 16 bucks. It came with the blade that's on there. I also bought an extra blade just in case. The extra blades look to be pretty good. They are actually a bi-metal blade, which means they're a little bit, I guess, hardened or made out of two metals. And this thing, the extra blade, was kind of expensive. This was 10 bucks. And I noticed that it says up here that the thing's made to fit on Bosch, Craftsman, Dremel, and Fine tools. And those are more high-end tools. And so anyhow, that's what I'll be using. I'm actually going to use the blade that came with it. So I'll show you how that cuts the jamb here. So right here is a good look at how the piece is going to fit. As you can see, it fits in there nice and tight. It's a little tricky cut because you have an angle over here. But anyhow, this is basically what the piece looks like. And it slides completely under the molding here. And then it butts right in place. And you can see how it lines up nice and flush with the carpet. So that looks real good for that side. And this is just a test piece here, that's why it's so short. So here's a look at the doorway, guys. As you can see, it's on an angle. I actually got lucky, and that scrap board that I happen to have was long enough. I didn't think it was. I was gonna basically join two together. But as you can see, that board goes up underneath the molding there, just like that. And it does the exact same thing on the other side. I didn't nail it or anything. However, this board, I guess I'll probably face nail it with a brad nailer, but I'm definitely gonna put glue underneath it, construction adhesive, and also these boards that butt up with this angled board here, because these will be running perpendicular to it. Those will get glued with construction adhesive too, and nailed to prevent squeaks. So that's how I'm handling the threshold here. I hope this helps you guys out. So I put the doors back up, and here's a look at the finished product. You can see how the wood looks real nice along the bottom of the door there. And then the main thing here is, since I'm going to have carpet on the other side, I want this thing set up so that out here we have carpet, and in there we have hardwood. So basically you don't really see the hardwood. You know, it might stick through a little bit. You might see it just because there's a space. The door is about 3/8 of an inch above the hardwood, and that's about all you see. So that's basically what I was looking for, and pretty much what this video is about. Since we're talking about hardwood floors, here you can see a transition going from tile to hardwood. I put this floor in. This one's Brazilian Cherry Light, I guess it's called. It was from Lumber Liquidators. And you can see the transition piece and then the hardwood butting up to it. And they're at both the same height exactly. And one other thing that I wanted to show you. This floor has been in for 2 years. This is how I did around the fireplace. You can see I kind of mitered around it a piece right there. There's a vent, and that goes all the way around. and it miters back around there. You'll notice I actually pulled the baseboards off when I put this floor in, and that was a lot of work. And then I put the baseboards back on top of the floor. I guess you leave about a 1/4-inch gap there. For my project upstairs, I'm putting 1/4 round molding on the bottom of the baseboard to conceal any imperfections or the gap that you leave around the floor. So that's a look at everything, and this floor holds up pretty well. Kids have a lot of toys in here that they throw down on the floor, and there's some little dinks and stuff, but overall the finish holds up pretty well. So we're a pretty happy family for the most part. Yeah, Bips.